96.7 WCEI, good morning, and thanks so much for hanging out with us on a What's Good Wednesday. And it's time to get some good news up in here. I've got Jamie Dingler with What's Good LLC on the line. Hi, Jamie. How are you?
Good morning, Matt. I am excellent. I have so much good news to share today. And I know I talk too much, so
No.
I want to try to keep it brief.
It's all good when it comes to this good news, and everybody's
It's so exciting.
we're all in such a good mood because, summer's just about here, Memorial Day weekend coming up, so lots of fun things to talk about, right?
Tons, yeah. We've got so much great news and, so many awesome organizations doing all kinds of good in our community, so it's always fun to talk about. I get very excited.
Absolutely. So let's get right into it. Hit me with some good news this morning.
All right. So we have actually 3 organizations that are celebrating anniversaries, which is always super cool. The Talbot County Women's Club is celebrating their 95th anniversary, and they celebrated over the weekend with an open house at their historic home in downtown Easton. They had people inside and outside, visual and audio displays from the club's history. It was a really cool celebration. So happy anniversary to the Talbot County Women's Club. Then we've got Chesapeake Bay Maritime Museum is celebrating their 60th anniversary. They're having a big celebration tomorrow, Thursday, under the lighthouse at 11 a.m. to celebrate. Of course, there's cake. It's a birthday party. And they're also, on the same day, they're having a 24-hour 60 for 60 giving challenge. So whoever donates $60 or more tomorrow will be entered into a raffle, and one lucky winner will receive a day at the Maritime Museum as well as a Crab Claw restaurant swag bag and lunch or dinner for 4. So it's pretty awesome. And just as an aside, it's not a nonprofit, but the Crab Claw is also celebrating 60 years this year. So another awesome celebration.
I love that. My son, it's a great place to have a birthday because my son's first birthday was at the Maritime Museum. We had a great time there.
Oh, yeah, it's so gorgeous there, and there's so much to see and do, and it's just a great, great organization. Yep. So congratulations to them. And then we have a newer anniversary, but Polaris Village Academy is celebrating 5 years. They are having an open house tomorrow inside the new BAM Academic Center library. It starts at 6 p.m. They have informed me there will be a dessert bar, so if you needed a little extra incentive, head on over there. And then they also, in conjunction with their 5th anniversary, they kicked off their Give Me 5 campaign. So they're encouraging their supporters to do one of 3 things: make a donation in a multiple of $5, share their support for Polaris and BAM with 5 friends, or take 5 minutes to go online and, talk about why you support Polaris. So that's the Polaris Village Academy, 5 years. Congratulations. Here's to many, many more.
They do a lot. I learned about all about Polaris Village at BAM Fest a couple of weeks ago. I had no idea they have so much going on.
Yeah, it's a pretty great organization, pretty great for the local kids. And the center, I was just in there filming a lip sync video, of course, recently, and it's beautiful and just really, really awesome. So congratulations to them on 5 years. And then we've got coming up tomorrow, well, this isn't like an event, but something is kicking off tomorrow, which is really important for our community, being here on the water, which is Shore Rivers is kicking off their annual Swimmable Shore Rivers Bacteria Testing Program. This runs from Memorial Day through Labor Day. It's kicking off tomorrow, the 22nd. Basically what happens is nearly 70 swim testers monitor 54 different sites on the Choptank, Miles, Wye, Chester, and Sassafras Rivers in the Eastern Bay and the Bayside Creeks. And they report on the bacteria levels to let us know whether it's safe to be in the water or not on any given day. So it's a really important program, especially during the summer, especially in our community that is surrounded by water, and we spend so much time enjoying the water here. It really is a great program for everyone's safety. You can find the information at shorerivers.org/swim. They also have a site in Spanish. That's shorerivers.org/swimmable-rivers-espanol. And then they're also posting the weekly results in both languages at theswimguide.org.
We're getting the good news update this morning on a What's Good Wednesday with Jamie Dingler from What's Good LLC, and you are chock full of stuff to tell us about today, right?
I am, yeah. I've got another one really quickly, and I love when this gets sent because all of my furry friends have been adopted, and so I love hearing about pet adoption stories. We've got 2 recent cat adoptions from Chesapeake Cats and Dogs. One, Rosie, had been with them since 2021, and then Wrangler had been with them since 2022, and they finally found their forever homes, and that's just something we can all feel good about. It makes me so happy in my heart.
I love it.
We also have, so last week we talked about the Tides of Grace was having their summer clothing and essentials giveaway last weekend. Over 300 people attended and took home clothing, flip-flops, sunglasses, and other supplies to help them look and feel their best this summer. They also last week partnered up with Haven Ministries out of Queen Anne's County to supply fresh, nutritious food and pastries to the low-income seniors at Tillman Terrace. So really awesome things happening there. And then I've got one more great news out of Queen Anne's County. Remember last week we talked about the Women Who Care Talbot County. Well, there are other Women Who Care groups, which we talked about throughout the country, and one of them is in Queen Anne's County. So if you are in Queen Anne's County, check out powerof100chesapeake.com, and they had their spring meeting last week, and they also have way more than 100 members, 170 members. They raised $17,000 in one night for the Jacob Sloan Foundation. So if you are, again, this is such a wonderful, these Women Who Care, the Power of 100, they're giving collectives full of philanthropic women from local communities. So if you're in Queen Anne's County and you are looking to be philanthropic and make a big difference with not a lot of money, it's a $300 commitment each year, $100 at each of 3 meetings, and collectively you give life-changing money to local organizations.
That's good stuff. That's a whole bunch of good news, and
I think so too.
You blew through it really fast because we don't have a whole lot of time, but you've got more time to unpack and dig into this stuff on your internet show that debuts later today, right?
That's right. Yeah, you can find that at on my website at bewhatsgood.com or on YouTube or Facebook, and my handle there is, of course, Be What's Good. And then if your organization has great news to report, please send it my way. The email address is wednesday@bewhatsgood.com. We want to hear from you. We want to share and celebrate all the good things that are happening in our local community. So send it on over.
No doubt. As always, we appreciate the information, Jamie. And look, have a very good and excellent Memorial Day weekend. We'll catch up again next Wednesday.
Sounds great, Matt. Enjoy your weekend.